The Galactic Combat Academy had trained warriors from 400 species across 200 star systems. In its 3-century history, only 12 cadets had ever been classified as Galaxy-class threats beings, whose potential for destruction warranted immediate monitoring by the Intergalactic Defense Council. Anna was the 13th. Commander Velkoff, a towering Krillian with 6 arms and compound eyes that could perceive 17 different light spectrums, reviewed her file for the 100th time. The human girl had been at the academy for 6 months. She had never spoken a single word during training. She never raised her hand, never asked questions, never participated in the tactical debates that other cadets threw themselves into with passion. Yet every instructor who encountered her filed the same report: extreme threat potential. Recommend maximum surveillance. It doesn't make sense, Alexander said, standing beside Velkoff in the observation deck. The young human instructor had been Anna's combat theory teacher for the past semester. She's quiet, keeps to herself, scores average on written tests. How did she end up on the Galaxy-class list? Velkoff's mandibles clicked thoughtfully. Watch. Below them, in the massive training arena that could simulate any environment in known space, Anna stood alone. She was small by human standards, barely 5'3", with dark hair pulled back in a simple ponytail. Her training uniform hung loosely on her frame. She looked like she weighed maybe 50 kilograms soaking wet. The simulation began. It was the Krevter, scenario, a legendary test designed by the war species themselves. 15 Krevter shock troopers, each one a 3-meter-tall mass of armored muscle, armed with plasma rifles and combat blades. The scenario had a 37% mortality rate. Most cadets needed teams of 5 to survive it. Anna faced them alone. She didn't move as the first trooper charged. Alexander felt his muscles tense, waiting for her to dodge, to fight, to do something. The Krevter raised its blade, a weapon that could cleave through starship hull plating. Anna's hand moved. Alexander didn't see how. One moment the blade was descending toward her head. The next moment, Anna held the blade, and the Krevter was stumbling backward off balance. She didn't keep the weapon. She simply let it drop, the metal clattering against the arena floor. The second and third troopers opened fire. Plasma bolts screamed through the air, each one capable of vaporizing a humanoid target. Anna walked forward, not running, not dodging with desperate movements, just walking, as calm as someone strolling through a garden. The plasma bolts missed. Not by much. Alexander could see the thermal distortion in the air centimeters from her body. But they missed. Every single one. It was as if she could see the trajectory of each shot before it was fired, as if she knew exactly where to be and where not to be. She's calculating, Velkoff said quietly. Watch her eyes. Alexander zoomed in the observation feed. Anna's eyes were moving, rapid micro-movements tracking each trooper, each weapon, each angle of attack. She wasn't just reacting. She was processing everything in real time, running probability calculations that would take military A is seconds to compute. A trooper tried to flank her. Anna spun, grabbed its arm as it swung toward her, and used its own momentum to throw the 300-kilogram creature into 2 of its companions. The impact sounded like a starship collision. How is she doing this? Alexander whispered. We don't know, Velkoff admitted. We've tested her. No cybernetic enhancements. No genetic modifications we can detect. No psionic abilities. She's baseline human. Baseline humans can't do this. Apparently, some can. In the arena, Anna had reduced the number of active troopers to 7. She still hadn't picked up a weapon. She hadn't thrown a single punch or kick. Everything she did was redirection, using the enemy's own force against them, finding the precise angle, the exact moment. The perfect leverage point. It was like watching water flow around rocks, effortless. Inevitable, impossible to stop. The final trooper tried something desperate. It activated its suit's self-destruct, turning itself into a living bomb. A 7-second countdown. Enough time for Anna to run, to seek cover. She didn't run. She walked toward the trooper. Reached up, she had to stretch on her toes, and touched a point on its armor. Something clicked. The armor separated, and Anna pulled out the power core before the countdown reached 0. She set it gently on the ground and walked away as the trooper collapsed, its suit now just dead weight. The simulation ended. 15 Krevder troopers defeated. Time elapsed, 4 minutes and 37 seconds. New record. 0 words spoken. Alexander stared at Velkoth. What is she? Human, the commander replied. That's what terrifies the council. This isn't training, Alexander. This isn't technology. This is something in human neurological architecture that we don't understand. The ability to process combat scenarios at this speed, this level of detail, without any artificial enhancement. We've encountered aggressive species, technological species, psionic species, but we've never encountered a species that can weaponize observation itself. She's not the only one, is she? Velkoth's silence was answer enough. How many others? We don't know. Humans have only been in the galactic community for 40 years. You're still a young species. Most of your population never enters situations where this kind of ability would manifest. But Anna isn't unique. We've identified 17 others with similar pattern recognition capabilities. The Council estimates that perhaps 1 in every 100 million humans has this potential. Alexander did the math. Earth's population was 8 billion. That's 80 potential galaxy-class threats. Just on Earth. Yes, and if humanity ever goes to war, then the galaxy will learn why the Council wanted humanity as allies, not enemies. Down in the arena, Anna had returned to the preparation area. She picked up her water bottle, took a sip, and sat down to wait for the next exercise. Still silent. Still calm, still watching everything with those calculating eyes. Alexander watched her and understood, finally, why she never spoke in training. She didn't need to. She was always 3 steps ahead, always running simulations, always calculating outcomes. She didn't speak because she was busy thinking, and that, more than any weapon in the galaxy, made her dangerous. End.